Hey, my Gemini warriors. How are you guys doing? Okay. Okay. I don't know why Kanye West just popped into my head. But I'm not against Kanye. I think Kanye is a sensitive soul. In an industry full of vultures. I mean, he's probably one of them, but I'm just saying, he's still sensitive. You can be sensitive and sell your soul. Anyway, Geminis, and I think that's a theme that you guys can relate to. You know, I wish more Geminis would, besides Azalea Banks, would explain for, because sometimes I feel like people with really high mercurial energy who wasn't born with Mercury in retrograde like me need someone to explain, like translate. Hey, thank you. Sorry. Instead of Geminis always have to be like standing out on a limb all the time, it reminds me of Prince too. But for some reason, Geminis get away with it for a long time. For a long time. Where other people couldn't. Because it's like part of your purpose to kind of throw a wrench in the false matrix so that people can like really see what you see, like the bullshit, like see through the bullshit for once in their lives. Like that's what all Geminis want. Like somebody else besides me see through all this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because what you guys fight for isn't just for your benefit, but it's for the benefit of humanity. I get it. I may not like get along necessarily for long periods of time with Geminis, but I get it. Okay. Because I'm just not that invested and bonded into information. And I mean, I'm a well of knowledge, but like when I'm kicking it, you will probably never know or think that I'm into the things that I'm into because I like to like let my booty breathe sometimes and just like be another side of me like completely. And so some people be like, you're not, and I'm like, I am. But it's cool. I'm okay with it. I mean, it's me. And you guys feel the same way about yourself. So Gemini, I forgot to clap, reset the energy, and I'm also going to tune into the Sri Yantra. Ooh, that always like resets my frontal lobe, and so when I try to keep talking, I can still feel it like centering. I'm gonna start pausing when I do that because that's what it wants me to do. Thank you for the clarity. Thank you for the hacks, Gemini. October 2018. We're focusing on your prosperity and your life, your soul, your path, your relationships, your levels. What level are you at, and how do you handle it? The Sri Yantra helps you at whatever level you're at, and also clears away any obstacles from you reaching your goals. Because this is the symbol for Lakshmi, and Lakshmi means the goal. Lakshmi. Gemini. Mm. I feel like, you know what, you're at a loss right now. And you're so high up that you're kind of lost in your own sauce. That's all that's coming to me. There's really no grounded type of messages. I remember in the summertime, I did a reading for you guys, and I was so like psychically drained that I knew I couldn't complete all 12 zodiac signs, so I threw out that reading. But it was all about relationship being done wrong by your significant other. I just remember that, and it was so like clear as day. And so you guys have been going through a lot of lessons in your relationships. Gemini. Yeah, I'm feeling like a really high energy. Okay. This is the order it wants to be in. My foot. I'm chilling at the crib this evening, as you can see. All right, Ace of Cups reversed. And then the Four of Swords reversed. And the Death card reversed. Okay, so what this is telling me is that the spirit world is looking out for your well-being right now. You may not really have anybody around you that's telling you the truth, that you need to stop and take care of yourself. You know, the Ace of Cups is about like your well-being, your self-esteem, your self-worth, your self-love, your self-care regimen. It's out. It's out the window. And you are sacrificing your self-care, maybe because you want to move too fast. Not understanding that in order for you to get to where you're trying to get to, you do need to really have care and balance for yourself. It's almost feel like if you feel like if you stop, you're going to die or something. Or something, you're afraid that something's going to catch you. That's the sense I'm getting. The Four of Swords reverse. Basically, it's like your energy is, you have cinched your energy on both ends, and you don't have any left, and your health is now being risked if you don't rest. Deep mental rest. Emotionally, you're drained. You know, of people stealing your energy. Anytime I see cups reverse, which is water, emotions, your psychic field, you know, you're not just drained because you're running. You're drained because of the energy you have around you is not supplementing you. You need to go spend some time in the forest. You need to be in some solitude, you know, and get your energy to the point to where you can have your wisdom that you usually have, so that you can choose the right things, the right people, the right places to go. Because when your energy is out of whack and you're like, and you keep on going, you're going to fuck up, and it's going to make it worse. So if I were you, I would just take like the next few days, just 3. And even if you have to take off of work, it's that serious, you know, and isolate. and really like sleep first. Cover like in complete darkness. Make sure that um, pineal gland is completely shrouded in dark. Ooh, my hands are hot right now. Hey. Ooh, yeah. Mm. Get yourself some Reiki. That's what that reminded me of. Um, I do Reiki if you're in Atlanta. I also will do long distance Reiki. Anybody who gets a reading from me, I'm starting. This is something I thought of today. Anybody who gets a reading from me and refers a friend, I will give them free Reiki, whether it's in person or in long distance this month. I like that. I love doing Reiki on people. It's very relaxing. Okay, for me too. Um, okay, then we have the death card reverse, which means that you are resisting a transformation. There's a portal that's being opened, and I feel like this portal is draining you because you're you're not trusting it. You're not trusting in your guides. You're not listening to the help of your angels. I have mosquito bites. And because you're afraid, of course, I mean, there's fear of the unknown, and you're used to the way you've been doing things and have been doing things up to now is draining you. You need a completely new way of being, like to shed old skin, like it's like the snake of like snakes are a symbol of transformation, or like a caterpillar and a butterfly, like whatever analogy works for you. This is you hanging like a caterpillar, getting your sustenance. You have a pressure cooker inside of you. You have this pressure inside of you to transform, and it's really draining your energy. Everything around you is probably haywire. You can't trust anything. You can't trust anyone. It's time for you to remove yourself out of the environment that you've been in. It's no longer you anymore. It's no longer representing who you are, where you're going, what you want, how you feel. And I keep thinking about Kanye. And legit, I haven't really been paying attention to like every single word, but I saw like a clip of him on SNL speaking, and I was just kind of like, he wasn't saying anything crazy. His methods are crazy. Like the platform he's using is built on insanity, you know? So it's like time for him to release that. And maybe even release being a celebrity. If you want to be Gandhi, go be Gandhi. But that's not the right platform, place, or position for it. It's just like counterintuitive to try to share your message. My nose is itching. To try to share your message amongst the deaf, dumb, blind, and poor in spirit. It's like all they're going to do is kill your soul until your body's dead, I mean, and nevertheless, the mother goddess, the real matrix, the real world can use anything for her good. The real pussy, the real vagina, the real mother, he uses everything for her good, even the most evil. And so, no fear, right? No fear. God is near. But it's scary to lose the thing that has been supporting you, even if it is like bad for you. I know because my mother has the narcissistic archetype running through her. Because I believe we don't get attached to people, we get attached to archetypes, what we would call entities, whether they be good for us or bad for us. We get attached to archetypes. Because if we got attached to people, then if that person left, then the spell would die, which is what we see a lot of times in like fairy tales and stuff like that. But it's a symbol for you dissolving and alchemizing the energy once you get the wisdom, the clarity, and the thing that clicks in your DNA. And then every part of the matrix that was attached to you still being the same person will dissolve. That's true. So what I was saying is that we get attached to archetypes, not people. Because if we got attached to people, then, like for example, I left home at 18 thinking that, okay, now I can live my life, right? But by 10 years out the house, I'm like, I am reliving the same patterns. And that's an example of me being attached to the archetype. Me and that archetype have a relationship, not me and that individual person. So Geminis, your fight isn't with humans. It's with principalities and powers and high places. And I don't say that to scare you, because it doesn't scare me to say that. I just am reciting something that I used to hear all the time growing up. I would say now archetypes. Okay? Your struggle is with archetypes that maybe you've never seen before, or maybe never experienced. Being a human being, it's not about knowledge. You can have a lot of knowledge and know nothing about life. I'm laughing because it's about experiences, and the only reason why you would get scared is if you're going into a new experience. You're like, I've never touched that before. Experience. I've never seen that before. Experience. I've never felt this before. I don't trust it. So it's going to take you some time to not be scared, and you need to be gentle with yourself. Ease yourself into it. Imagine if you had a toddler, a 3-year-old daughter or 3-year-old son, and they are afraid of the world because it's new to them. I mean, that's not a true scenario because most children are fearless, but we come into this life with past lives and stuff, and so they may be afraid of, say, like water. Because maybe in the past life they drowned to death. Who knows? Well, how would you handle that? You would be gentle. You would let them touch the water a little bit, taste the water a little bit, get familiar with the water a little bit, and then you will let them back out when they wanted to. You don't traumatize them. Don't. Some people do it like this, but I wouldn't. You don't just get used to it, damn it. And it seems like maybe that's what you're doing to yourself, and it's putting you in spirits. It's just kind of like, it's putting you in situations where you're scaring yourself even more. No, that's not good. Because all fear does to you is make you brace yourself in a tight ball, and then you'll become stagnant, and you won't want to move, and then your thoughts will follow. You're embracing yourself, and then your thoughts will be like, people are out there to get me. Like your body, your mind follows how your body feels, and vice versa. It kind of works together. So if you can keep your body relaxed, then you can get through this. So like do some Tai Chi or something. Some yoga, some Pilates, some meditation, listen to some Reiki music, hang out with your friends, smoke a bowl, eat, be merry, chill, sleep, drink some tea. Like my mama used to say, drink some water and take a nap. Okay, enough with my B. Simone impressions. Okay, you can always get a reading from me. I'm here for you guys. I always forget to kind of advertise that, but I feel like it's spoken. It doesn't have to be spoken. Join me on Patreon. To be quite honest, I don't like having to do these tags at the end. I really want to say read the description box, but it's part of being a business person. My reality. Join me on Patreon, where you'll get gifts every month in certain tiers, Join me on meetup.com if you're in Atlanta, because I have events and stuff for the Unicorn Collective. And join me on Instagram, because I'm getting good at being present and capturing moments, and I also post pictures of products and stuff that I may have for sale on my website, which is aofthedon.com. So peace. I'll talk to you guys soon, and also read your human design and numerology readings as well.